A single sheet of raw leather, plain and unassuming, enters the factory. Within hours, it emerges as a finely crafted panel, embossed with a moose pattern, ready to become part of a luxury dress. But how does a simple animal hide transform into a precision-designed material without losing its strength, texture, or detail? It begins with the selection of high-quality hides. Only the thickest, most resilient pieces are chosen, ensuring they can withstand the complex treatments ahead. The hides are then carefully cleaned and soaked, stabilizing the fibers to prevent damage during processing. Next comes tanning, a crucial step that strengthens the leather while keeping it flexible. This can involve either traditional vegetable-based methods or modern chemical processes. Once tanned, the leather is dried and conditioned, reaching the perfect balance of moisture and suppleness. The signature moose pattern is applied using high-pressure embossing plates. Every press must be precise. Too much pressure, and the grain tears. Too little, and the design fades. After embossing, dyes and finishes enhance the texture, highlighting the raised pattern while maintaining durability. Finally, each sheet undergoes meticulous inspection before being cut for fashion production. The result is a luxurious material that combines natural inspiration with industrial precision, ready to grace high-end designs around the world. Patterned leather has long been a symbol of luxury and craftsmanship. Unlike plain hides, leather embossed with distinctive patterns, like the moose grain, offers both visual appeal and a unique tactile experience. High-end fashion houses and custom garment designers often rely on these materials to set their creations apart, transforming ordinary hides into statement pieces that combine artistry with durability. Animal-inspired patterns, such as moose grain, are particularly prized because they provide a sense of natural texture and depth. The pattern doesn't just look elegant, it adds structural character to the leather, helping it resist wear and maintain shape over time. In essence, the pattern elevates the leather from a functional material to a design element in its own right, making each piece feel exclusive. Today, the market for patterned leather is growing faster than ever. Consumers are no longer satisfied with generic products. They want materials that tell a story, materials they can trust. This has pushed manufacturers to focus not only on aesthetic quality, but also on traceability and ethical sourcing. Modern factories are increasingly transparent about where their hides come from, how they are treated, and the techniques used to achieve consistent patterns. This combination of beauty, durability, and responsibility is reshaping the way leather is produced and consumed. From luxury fashion shows in Paris to bespoke dressmakers in New York, patterned leather is more than a material. It's a symbol of innovation meeting tradition. Understanding how these hides are sourced, treated, and transformed helps us appreciate the complexity behind what might seem like a simple texture, and why these materials continue to command admiration and premium prices around the world. The journey from raw hide to luxury patterned leather begins with careful selection. Only the thickest, highest quality hides are chosen, ensuring they can withstand the intense processing required for deep pattern embossing. Every hide is examined for strength, consistency, and natural imperfections that could affect the final design. Once selected, the hides undergo an initial treatment. They are thoroughly cleaned to remove dirt and residual tissue, then soaked and stabilized to maintain fiber integrity. This step prevents tearing or distortion during the later stages of production, laying the foundation for a precise and durable pattern. Next comes tanning, the critical phase that transforms fragile raw hides into flexible, long-lasting leather. Factories may use traditional vegetable tanning methods, which rely on plant-based extracts, or controlled chemical processes, which offer faster and more uniform results. The goal is the same: strengthen the leather while preserving its natural suppleness. After tanning, the leather is dried and conditioned. Moisture levels are carefully adjusted so the material is neither too stiff nor too soft, just right for pattern embossing. This precise preparation ensures that the design will imprint evenly and remain durable over time. The signature moose pattern is then applied. High-pressure metal plates press the design into the leather, creating a textured surface that mimics natural grain. Precision is essential. Too much pressure can tear the leather, while too little results in a faint pattern. Following embossing, dyes and finishes are applied. These enhance the visual depth of the mousse grain while preserving the raised texture, highlighting the craftsmanship of each sheet. Finally, every piece undergoes meticulous inspection. Leather is graded for quality, trimmed, and cut into panels suitable for luxury dress production. From raw hide to pattern perfection, each stage is carefully controlled to produce a material that is both beautiful and resilient. One of the most fascinating aspects of mousse pattern leather is how carefully the embossed design is engineered to mimic natural grain. Unlike wild hides, which vary widely in texture, factory embossed patterns are designed for consistency. Each sheet reflects the depth and detail of real mousse leather while ensuring uniformity across multiple panels. This level of precision is essential for luxury fashion, where even minor irregularities can affect the overall look of a garment. Pattern alignment is another critical factor. When multiple panels are stitched together, the mousse grain must flow seamlessly, creating a continuous surface that looks natural yet refined. Achieving this requires exacting control over both the embossing process and the positioning of the leather during cutting. Fashion designers rely on this uniformity to maintain the elegance and visual harmony expected in high-end dresses. Even small changes in processing can dramatically alter the appearance of the leather. Variations in pressure during embossing or in moisture levels during conditioning can affect how light reflects off the surface, subtly changing the depth and contrast of the grain. Skilled technicians monitor these variables closely, ensuring each piece meets exacting visual and structural standards. Finally, not all embossed hides make it into luxury garments. Only the top percentage, those with flawless embossing, perfect alignment, and consistent texture, are selected. The rest may be repurposed for smaller accessories or lower-grade products. This selective approach ensures that every high-end dress made from mousse pattern leather meets the expectations of designers and consumers alike. In the end, these details, precision embossing, pattern consistency, and strict quality selection, transform ordinary hides into materials worthy of the luxury fashion world. It's a process where science, craftsmanship, and aesthetic judgment come together to create leather that is as visually striking as it is durable. Maintaining quality is central to producing mousse pattern leather for luxury fashion. Throughout the production process, manufacturers measure key characteristics such as thickness, elasticity, and pattern depth at multiple stages. This ensures that each sheet meets strict standards for durability, flexibility, and visual appeal. Even minor deviations can affect the final product, so every piece is carefully monitored before moving to the next stage. Precision cutting plays a critical role in both quality and sustainability. Panels are trimmed to maximize usable material, while offcuts that would otherwise go to waste are repurposed for smaller accessories, such as wallets, belts, or decorative leather accents. This approach not only reduces waste, but also increases the overall value of each hide, reflecting a more responsible use of resources. Sustainability has become increasingly important in luxury leather production. Many factories are adopting traceable sourcing practices, ensuring that hides are ethically obtained and fully documented. In addition, lower-impact tanning methods, using reduced chemical concentrations or plant-based alternatives, help minimize environmental effects while still producing leather that meets performance and aesthetic standards. Compliance with international material safety and labor regulations is also a key priority. From chemical handling to worker safety, factories adhere to strict protocols that protect both employees and the environment. These standards provide assurance to designers and consumers alike, reinforcing the credibility of the luxury leather supply chain. Ultimately, quality control and sustainability are not separate considerations. They work together to define the value of mousse pattern leather. By monitoring every detail, reducing waste, and adopting responsible production methods, factories ensure that the finished leather is both beautiful and ethically produced. For luxury fashion, this combination of precision, care, and environmental awareness is what allows a high-end dress to stand out while aligning with modern expectations for responsible sourcing. Mousse pattern leather represents a remarkable fusion of natural inspiration and industrial precision. What begins as a simple animal hide undergoes a carefully controlled journey, transforming into a material that is both visually striking and structurally resilient. Every stage of this process, from rawhide selection and initial treatment to embossing, dyeing, and final inspection, contributes to the quality and character of the finished leather. It is a product of meticulous planning, skilled craftsmanship, and advanced machinery working together in harmony. The result is more than just a sheet of patterned leather. It is a material that carries the story of its creation, reflecting the balance between human ingenuity and the organic patterns found in nature. Each panel, when incorporated into a luxury dress or fashion accessory, showcases this union of artistry and engineering, demonstrating the care taken to achieve flawless texture, consistent grain, and perfect alignment. As the fashion industry evolves, factories producing moose pattern leather illustrate how traditional techniques and modern technology can coexist. Precision embossing, sustainable tanning, and rigorous quality control are complemented by digital tools and process automation, allowing manufacturers to meet the high standards of today's designers and consumers. At the same time, the commitment to ethical sourcing and waste reduction highlights the growing importance of responsibility and transparency in luxury production. Ultimately, moose pattern leather is a testament to the sophistication of contemporary craftsmanship. It shows that even in a high-tech industrial environment, attention to detail, respect for natural materials, and a pursuit of perfection remain at the heart of luxury fashion. Each finished panel tells a story of careful selection, expert treatment, and innovative design, revealing how nature, science, and artistry converge to create materials that are as exceptional as the garments they inspire.